Hey, Spud here with SpudInc Strength Straps. Back at you with another brand new product to introduce today. Today's topic is sled dragging. With the recent reemergence over the past year and a half, or maybe 2 years, sled dragging has become popular again with the Ben Patrick's great information, knees over toes guy, backwards dragons, forward dragons. So it's a lot of great information. I first started sled dragging back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and did all types of different exercises with it. Over the years, especially when I started doing a lot more, especially when I did a bodybuilding show, I was doing a lot of cardio. I did a lot of sled dragging just for the cardio, just for the break up the monotony and to be outside and fresh air. And obviously when you're dieting and doing a show, you don't really want to talk to anybody. So I did a lot of dragging. So about 10-12 years ago, after the bodybuilding show, one thing I noticed was I used a regular leather 4-inch belt, and it was just kind of a pain getting on and off, and transitioning from forward to backwards. So about 10 years ago, we came up with the sled pulling belt. The sled pulling belt is a simple self-cinching belt that will work for pretty much anybody, any size, anywhere. So we introduced that about 10 or 12 years ago, and it's been a popular product. But we also introduced it to go with the other accessories that we make, because it's not just regular sled dragging, it's forwards and backwards, but there's also upper body, and there's just multitudes of different things that you can do. As you can see, we're going to pan right here. This is the upper body strap. This is the sled pulling belt. And when we originally started making the sled strap, we made it to fit a regular leather belt. So that's why we have the big 4-inch ring right here. So in order to switch back and forth whatever you want to do, we continue to keep the delta ring. But as you can see, this is a simple process right here. And you get right in, and then you're off. Or if you want to pull backwards, you're off, right? So, and say you didn't want to sled drag that day like that, then you could do any type of upper body exercise, or you can just do regular drags with this as well. So you can do rear delt, you can do pecs, you can do rows, you can do all kinds of things, or you can just drag. A lot of times I'll stick my hands through here and I'll just drag. So you can do that as well. But with the recent reemergence, as I talked about, there became a need for a one-piece belt. Introducing the One sled pulling Belty strap. So it's a one-piece unit. We reduced the size to a 3-inch on the waist, because if you're sled dragging, it's really all you need. If you're just walking with it, forwards or backwards. We made it one piece, so you don't have to have 2 different hookups. And for a limited time only, you get a giant red carabiner. So that's the difficulty of the process, right? And again, you can do whichever way you like. Self-cinching system, fits anybody. I like it right here in the waistline because it takes pressure off the lower back as well. Forward drags, you can go high. Some people like it a little higher. Some people like it a little bit lower. For me, it puts more pressure on the hip when you go lower, and you tend to get a little more hamstring. You want to go sideways with it, same thing. So it doesn't matter what style of sled you have, it works on any of them. So as you can see, boom, turn around, boom, and there you have it. All right, one other unique feature about the One pulling Belty sled strap is we made the strap at a certain length. There are ones that are shorter out there, and that they work too. But what I found over the years is with a shorter strap, if you're up high, it's hard to demonstrate, but with a shorter strap, where the load is pulling from, it actually does this with the sled. So you have hopping, right, instead of a regular smooth pull. So with a longer strap, as you can see, the sled stays on the ground, right? So the pull's different, but you get to still put the same impact on your body versus a little bit shorter one right here. Like if I pulled from here, you would see as soon as I pull, it does a little jump. It does settle down and it's fine. But sometimes you'll have to deal with that factor as well if the sled strap is too short. So with a little bit longer strap, you get you keep your pull a lot smoother with less hop. So that's the one sled pulling Belty strap.